Here's a statement that's sending shockwaves through America's energy sector. President Donald Trump has just declared war on renewable energy, announcing that his administration will completely halt approval for solar and wind power projects nationwide. But here's where it gets controversial. This decision comes at the exact moment when America's electricity grid is struggling to keep up with soaring demand, particularly from energy-hungry data centers and expanding industries. On Wednesday, Trump took to Truth Social with a characteristically blunt announcement that's left energy experts scratching their heads. His administration, he declared, would reject all applications for wind and solar installations, dismissing what he called farmer-destroying solar projects. The president punctuated his statement with a bold proclamation. The days of stupidity are over in the USA. Now, if you're wondering why solar panels would be considered farmer-destroying, Trump has previously argued that these installations consume excessive amounts of agricultural land, a point that sparked heated debate among farmers, environmentalists, and energy specialists alike. And this is the part most people miss. Trump's renewable energy crackdown actually began weeks before this announcement. His administration had already centralized the federal permitting process under Interior Secretary Doug Burgum's direct oversight, creating what many industry insiders describe as a bureaucratic bottleneck. Here's where the plot thickens. Trump is pointing fingers at renewable energy sources for the rising electricity costs plaguing American consumers. The nation's most extensive power grid, known as PJM interconnection, recently witnessed a staggering 22% price surge for new power capacity compared to the previous year. This massive grid system serves approximately 65 million people across 13 states, stretching from the Mid-Atlantic region into portions of the Midwest and South. But here's the irony that's got energy analysts talking. According to research data from Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, solar installations and battery storage systems represent the fastest possible solution to America's current supply and demand crisis. These technologies make up the overwhelming majority of power projects currently waiting in line to connect to the electrical grid. The timing couldn't be more critical. As traditional coal-fired power plants continue shutting down across the country, electricity demand is simultaneously exploding, largely driven by the proliferation of power-hungry data centers supporting our digital economy. Trump's comprehensive assault on renewable energy extends far beyond permit denials. His ambitious One Big Beautiful Bill Act specifically targets the financial incentives that have fueled America's renewable energy boom, planning to eliminate both investment and production tax credits for wind and solar projects by 2027's end. These tax incentives have historically served as the economic backbone supporting renewable energy expansion across the United States, adding financial pressure to the mix. The president's steel and copper tariffs are simultaneously driving up construction costs for renewable energy projects, creating what industry executives describe as a perfect storm of regulatory and economic obstacles. And this is where things get really interesting. The U.S. Department of Agriculture just pulled another surprise move on Tuesday, officially ending its support program for solar installations on farmland, effectively closing yet another avenue for renewable energy development. So here's the million-dollar question that's dividing America. Is Trump's aggressive stance against renewable energy a necessary correction to protect American farmland and traditional energy jobs? Or is it a short-sighted policy that could leave the nation scrambling for adequate power supply, while other countries race ahead in clean energy innovation? What do you think? Are we witnessing a bold return to energy independence through traditional sources? Or are we watching America potentially fall behind in the global clean energy race? Should farmers have the right to lease their land for solar installations? Or does preserving agricultural space take priority over renewable energy goals? The comment section is yours. Let's hear where you stand on this energy crossroads that could reshape America's power future.